toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the SEC, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The give to the tailback.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hines is back in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Yeah, and what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the counter. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Thanks to grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Here we go. He'll try to pop the draw. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Looking to get it in. The throw and the catch were good. The run was not good enough. The defense stands tall and makes a stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
To throw, it's James. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after it.
God damn, throw the ball.
He's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires to the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on one time in that loss last week. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's James. Dances away to buy time. It's complete on the right side. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Looking downfield on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's James. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll try the run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge, Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires a strike. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the inside. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Love the third down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout.
Fuck you.
Oh, what a play by this defense. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Great place to start for this offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking 1st down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The give to the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Going to the running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying to surprise him with the pass. On a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's James. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it. Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end.
Oh, fuck you.
Off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long.
Oh, come on. Eat a fucking bag of dicks. Fuck you.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
To the air, it's James. Gets it to the back, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched,
and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown,
fuck, man.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
First down, West Virginia.
Lost a throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Barmore. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking to pass. It's James. Finds his tight end. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's James. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Orlando. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to... You. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Barmore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
1st down,
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Right on the money.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Bickley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Robbins. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Firing to the right, complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Makes the grab. It's Bickley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight.
Returner goes out of bounds.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Robbins. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got an open man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Skips away from pressure. He's got him. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Gets open down the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Dennis Robbins. Quarterback moving. He'll blow it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Barmore. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling. The best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sun.